Welcome back, guys. So today's video is going to be a really easy fall eyeshadow tutorial. I'm going to be using the JACLYN Hill Ring the Alarm palette. I actually just got this palette in and I'm pumped to use it because it just has all the beautiful warm shades you would ever want for like a fall eyeshadow look. I love that it's small and compact because the other JACLYN palettes that I have are way too big. Not way too big, but they're just too big to travel with, and I think they can be really overwhelming for beginners. So I wanted to get this one for you guys, show you how to use it. So if you're looking for like some fall or holiday, wintry type, kind of brown, warm eyeshadow looks, I'm gonna create like a super easy, quick one for you guys today. If you happen to be new to my channel, we just hit 4K and I am so flipping excited. I really want to get to 5K by the end of the year. That would be so incredible. I would be so pumped. So join the family, hit the subscribe button, comment and like this video if you enjoy it, and yeah, let's jump right in. I'm gonna start and just zoom you guys in so you can get a really good look. I'm gonna start with the shade Rush, so this guy right here. This is a tiny little Madison Beer brush. I'm just gonna start by hitting the crease with this really lightly, back and forth. I've never used this palette, so we're gonna see what happens, but I have a pretty good idea of what I wanna do. The R37 Morphe brush is so good, you guys. I always use this one. This is like one of my all-time. So if you're looking for an eyeshadow brush and you don't really know where to start when it comes to eyeshadow, that's a good place to start. This is the other eyeshadow brush that I absolutely love. It's the Morphe E27. If you get one eyeshadow brush after watching this video, I'd recommend getting this one. I think it's the easiest to use in terms of blending. It just gives you like, it's the softest, best like wash of a shade when you use this. All right, I'm gonna move over to Mugshot, which is just a little bit darker. Honestly, you guys, when I'm doing eyeshadow looks, I really just layer these shades on top of each other. You can see that the first shade is peeking out a little bit, so I wanna keep my second shade like a little bit lower and a little bit more concentrated on the crease so that we get that kind of like blended, not like ombre effect, but you know what I'm saying. If you're starting out with eyeshadow learning, you just wanna remember lightest shades to darkest shades. You wanna start on the outer corner, kind of bring those shades in and around onto the lid, and then kind of get more specific as the shades get darker. I'm gonna pop into Siren, which is this beautiful kind of, almost like a raspberry. And you can see I'm using a smaller brush for this, just like to be a little more, like I said, concentrated in that outer crease. So this is where the depth of the look is gonna come in. The depth is really everything for this type of look. Lastly, we're gonna go into the shade Secret, which is that neutral brown shade right there. And I just want to keep this right in this outer crease right here. And then I'm gonna bring a little bit of that on the lower lash line too. And this is the Morphe M56. It's even kind of smaller and more concentrated. I'm kind of creating like this sideways triangle. So that's gonna like lift your eye up and really make it like pulled out, and it's gonna create like this really beautiful shape on the face. So that's why you wanna follow the line of your brow. You wanna follow kind of the line of your eye under your lower lash line. You kind of wanna follow this line, similar as to when you're doing a winged liner. Like these shades aren't blending as easily as I was hoping, but I think I just need to spend a little bit more time blending these shades out in kind of circular motions and being patient with it. For the lower lash line, I'm just gonna tap my brush into basically every shade we used, and I'm just gonna hit the entire lower lash line. And there you have it. Another trick, whenever I wanna clean up my eyeshadow, I just grab a beauty sponge and I kind of just lightly pull this line so it's a little bit more exact. You could definitely like put down a translucent powder, but if you're too lazy to do it, which I usually am, I just use my beauty sponge to clean it up, and then it creates that like perfectly cut line. All right, I'm gonna keep you zoomed in for eyeliner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Eye Powder Pencil, and I'm just gonna push this on the lash line just to define my lashes. When I get to the tail end, I like to just like pull it upward. It creates like a tiny little baby wing. Otherwise, I just feel like it's weird when eyeliner just ends at the end. Like I always do just like a little bit of a flick. I'm gonna use a little kind of angled brush just to diffuse that a little bit because I don't want it to look like a really harsh line. I just want it to look like, I don't know, like more defined, but not like a super harsh line, if that makes sense. I'm gonna mix the shades Lolly and Boom, and I'm gonna do this right in the inner corner. All right, I'm just gonna pop on my iconic nude lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. I want to finish off the lip before I finish off the eye. Then I'm gonna pop on a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I can't pronounce the name of the shade, so I will link it below for you. Popping on the shade Saturn from the Madison Beer collab. It's a really pretty nude gloss right over top. All right, we have to put mascara on because we're looking a little crazy without it. I love this Pillow Talk mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. It's crazy effective. And when I'm applying my mascara, I'm really like pushing it into the base, wiggling it, and then pulling it out. That makes a big difference in terms of application and how your lashes are gonna look. But this mascara really thickens and lengthens. Okay, my last little trick for eyeshadow is this tiny little brow Morphe pencil. You guys have probably seen me use this before, but I love to just pop this in the waterline, and it makes everything pop a little more. So do a little bit on my inner corner. I will also hit my brow bone with that and then blend that out with my finger. I'm gonna clean up the eyeshadow a bit with it too. I think that's what I needed for this eyeshadow look. So that's it for this eyeshadow tutorial today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna give you a little close-up look so you can see really what we're working with, but it's super simple. Really the key to the eyeshadow is just blending and blending and blending, figuring out which shades to use and just blending them together, and then eventually you're gonna get to something that you like. I hope you enjoyed this quick, easy fall/winter eyeshadow tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!